if a drug reaches the same efficacy endpoints, I guess it shows the same efficacy by FDA standards as Restasis, and had a better safety profile, would this be enough to differentiate it in the marketplace? So I guess this is, I don't see any of our marketing colleagues here, but I was going to ask Mark to take this, but he left. So I'll start, and hopefully he'll come back, and anybody else will join in. But I think, you know, certainly tolerability and onset of action are two opportunities for improvement of the profile around Restasis. I don't think, I'm not sure what the question meant about safety. I think it has a pretty good safety profile, but you know, I think a drug that induced a little less stinging and worked faster would be something that would would be very useful in the marketplace. So that would be kind of the way I would approach it. Mark, I don't know if you heard the question or did you leave? Would something safer than Restasis, they used the word safe, with the same efficacy profile have a place in the market?
Safer meaning
well,
comfort.
I interpret it as being better tolerated, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I mean, I
think it's 16 or 18% of patients with Restasis have sufficient amount of discomfort to discontinue it. And I think that was from your clinical trials at Allergan. And an equal number of patients, about 16 or 18% of people at 6 months, have a 10 millimeter increase in lacrimation measured by a Schirmer test. Those are your bookends in terms of efficacy. That's your target on efficacy, and that's your target on safety or comfort or tolerability. The bookends are pretty wide apart. There's a tremendous opportunity, I would think, for a product that was more comfortable, that worked quicker, that had a higher responder rate, that maybe affected symptomatology. But your point that maybe just being more tolerated, would that be a reasonable product? I think perhaps so. I think we do know that it requires the use of a tear substitute in conjunction with cyclosporin for the few months until the clinical effects are noted. So there's certainly an opportunity for acting more rapidly. So I think in terms of the metrics for efficacy, in terms of onset, amount, span of efficacy, on one side, and on the other side, something that is comfortable and maybe doesn't require a tear substitute. Maybe in and of itself provides some of the indicators that Wiley was discussing in terms of the OTC, in terms of barrier protection, while the agent is kicking in, may have significant benefit. I think that's by and large, though, a question that is discussed between the scientists and the marketing people in a way that metrics are determined that make the investors see the vision, as we heard this morning. But I think, and then I would ask, and I guess the question would go back to Dr. Chambers, and is that how you see the, you can pass.
It's actually not our role.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not, the FDA acts as a gatekeeper to keep products that are not safe and efficacious, or it's the other way around, products that are safe and efficacious on the market. You do not have to be as good as other products that are on the market to become approved.